I mean, they're a great team. I know like all those guys, Quade, Kevin, Hamadou, Jared, PJ, Nick. So I mean, I know all those guys from so many different events I've been at. So it'd be crazy going against each other in college. But I mean, I wish them the best. I wish Kevin was here at Mizzou, but I mean, he chose Kentucky, and I just wish him the best. I can't wait to go against him now.
That familiarity maybe breed the confidence of being able to hit the ground and compete in the SEC from the start?
Yeah, I mean the SEC I think is the toughest league in college basketball. You really got to come with it every game. So I know we're going to compete our hearts out every night. Coach Conzo's not going to let us not compete. So I just can't wait to see what we accomplish this year, and I think we will surprise a lot of people. I've been a vegetarian ever since I was born. My parents met, they both ate meat, but my mom kind of became healthier. She started reading stuff and convinced my dad to go vegetarian. They raised us all vegetarian. Yeah, it's been for sure an emotional roller coaster. You know, I was committed to Washington, then that opportunity was kind of stripped away from me. But then I had the opportunity to come to Missouri, and so it's been up and down, but I feel like God just led me to Missouri, and I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be, so I'm ecstatic about being here, and I just can't wait until the season starts.
Michael, what do you think about all this attention that you've gotten?
Well, I have a great family, great parents that really keep me grounded. So I mean, I appreciate the attention, and you know, I feel blessed. There's a lot of people that would like to be in my situation, but I try to stay grounded, stay humble, and realize I'm nowhere near where I want to get to. So I just have to take all the attention with a grain of salt and keep getting better and better.
Michael, talking about maturity, I don't know many people, you know, our age, let alone a 19-year-old who deletes their social media account just because of the effect that it had on you. Can you talk about that, and what was that decision like?
Yeah, well for me, you know, when you have social media and you have tons of followers, sometimes you start to, I mean, even if you don't have a ton of followers, you start to post certain things just for the attention, you know, and a lot of the way you live from day to day is based on the right picture, you know. So it was taking a lot of time out of my day, and I saw myself kind of like asking for more attention than I already had. So I thought it was good to get rid of it for a while. And I just recently got rid of the apps again just to focus on what I need to focus on. And then, I mean, there's nothing wrong with social media, but once it starts kind of playing too big of a part of your life, then I think it's good to get rid of it.
Mike, your sophomore year, told your free throw line dunk. How much did that kind of change your life to who you are?
Yeah, well, what was crazy was that wasn't even like a championship game. We had lost, so we were playing in the elimination game. So there wasn't a big crowd, and there was one person that got that dunk on their camera. And after the game, I was headed out the door, and he ran up to me and showed me the dunk. And I was like, oh! And then he asked him if he could send it to me. And I think I posted it on Twitter. And from there, it just went viral all over the place. And before that dunk, many people didn't really know the name, Michael Porter Jr., so that really kind of put me out there. And I mean, it was like, for me, when something good happens to me, I'm not one to sit back. I just want to keep getting better, you know? So it was really, really big for me.
Was that a stranger, or did you know that person?
No, it was a stranger, complete stranger, yeah.
How should you kind of observe the seasons that Ben Simmons and Markelle Fultz had last year? And why should this be different? Why will this be different? They were on teams that didn't get to the tournament, and they were still high picks.
Yeah, that's a question I get a lot, and my answer is the same every time. I mean, I kind of feel like I have more around me than those guys had. I have tons of incomers that are crazy talented coming in with me, along with a ton of experienced guys that have just gotten better. So I feel like I have a ton of supporting cast, so I don't feel any pressure on my shoulders. I feel like if we do make a run or surprise a lot of people this season, it won't really be because of me. It'll be because of the whole team. We got a lot of talent. So.
You're fairly close with Markelle, right? Have you talked to him a lot about that?
Yeah, no, I have. He was really frustrated because that's a dude who loves winning, and so he was real upset with how the season went. But I mean, when he signed up to go to Washington without really any other big names going with him, or really, I mean, he was kind of. He hoped to change the program around, but college basketball is hard, and you need more than one player.
How much does it help having your family around you, and then the confidence you've got in Coach Martin as you go into this year?
Yeah, Coach Martin has pushed me to levels that I've never been pushed before. I mean, he's not afraid to tell me what I'm doing wrong and hold me accountable. I think a lot of coaches kind of walk around their best players to make sure that they're happy. But Coach Martin doesn't care about that at all. He pushes me every day, and but he's also given me. I mean, he gives me a green light. He lets me do my thing on the court. He lets me push the ball, play every position that I feel like I can play. So he has confidence in me, and I have confidence in him. As far as my family, they ever since I was little, my dad has been telling me, just instilling confidence in me. Don't be scared of any moment. Don't be scared of anybody. And so yeah.
What's it been like being coached by your dad on the college level? You know, you've been able to separate the dad from Coach Porter?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can separate it, but at the same time, I mean, he's still my dad on the floor. Like, he could pull me to the side and kind of tell me things that he wouldn't really tell other players just because he's my dad. But it's not the first time he's coached me. But I mean, I love having him as a coach. I mean, we talk about basketball at home. And he just really, I mean, that's my dad, so I can't think of a better situation.
Michael, as your dad, was he ever worried about keeping his best player happy?
No. Nah, he always just wanted to keep pushing me and getting me better and better. But I think he's having a good time coaching me and my brother, and I know we're having a good time playing under him.
What will it mean to spend this year with John Ted?
Yeah, well, I think even though Jonte ended top 10 in his class, I think he's still severely underrated. I mean, he's out there when we scrimmage. He's a really, really good player. So I think a lot of people will be surprised by how good he is, and I'm just happy to have him along with me. We played ever since we were little together, yeah, I just can't wait to get on the floor with him. Last year we went undefeated playing together in high school, so we even lost 2 games playing together.
How long ago did you guys start talking about potentially playing together in college?
Well, when I committed to Missouri, I kind of was trying to get him to come with me. He was thinking about doing it at Washington, but when I committed to Missouri, he just really started to think about it. But I wasn't really trying to tell him, come to Missouri, because when you're a senior in high school, you have a lot of cool opportunities like McDonald's All-American game, all these different things that he would be missing. So the conversation wasn't come to Missouri, it was like you gotta weigh the pros and cons about it. But I did tell him, you know, when you go from EYBL to college, that's probably a better transition than going from EYBL back to high school ball in Missouri to college. So I thought it was good. He classed up.
Michael, what do you make of this FBI investigation and all the things that are going around about that?
Well, I mean, it doesn't really concern our team. We have Coach Martin doesn't have any issues with any of that. Our program, nobody in our program has any issues with that. So I kind of try to stay out of it, but it is kind of crazy to see some of my friends getting investigated by the FBI. That's all I really say about that.
Michael,
You play against a lot of.
does this mean getting to play someday against Kansas? How much does that mean?
I mean, it means a lot. My first college, I mean, I consider it a college game. I heard tickets sold out in 2 minutes, and it's Mizzou and Kansas, so I mean, there's no bigger rivalry in college basketball than these two teams. So I know both teams are going to go out there, and even if it's a scrimmage, we're going to play our hardest, and we're going for the win. So I mean, I just can't wait to get out there.
You play against a lot of guys.
There are a couple moments from the rivalry you remember specifically when you were going?
Yeah, when I first moved there, I moved to Missouri in 5th grade, and that was back when Mizzou was real good. Kim English, Marcus Denman, Morris Bowers, all those guys. And that's my biggest memory at Mizzou Arena. I was sitting at the top of the arena because that was the only ticket you could get. It was packed, and Mizzou was playing Kansas, and it was a close game at the end, but Mizzou ended up winning. The crowd was crazy, so that was part of me coming to Mizzou. I know how Mizzou fans can be if they have a good team to ride behind, and so I can't wait.
Is that the game that Taylor hit the game-winning shot?
I think so. It was at Mizzou Arena, and it was way back.
It would have been the Denman game where he went crazy.
I think
like
it was
that.
the Denman game. I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Michael, Konzo said when he first told you the Kansas game was happening, some of y'all thought it was kind of a joke. I guess, what was your initial reaction when they told you?
Yeah, well, Coach Conzo's kind of a man of like few words when it comes to that stuff. So we were watching film, and he just kind of in the middle of nowhere just said, "We're playing Kansas." And so we were like, "What?" But so afterwards, like we all asked him, "Are you being like serious?" And he told us, "Yeah," but he didn't say anything after that. Like, so we were all real excited once we found out it was for sure happening.